We're sowing herb seeds today on Pots and Trowels, and that's brought to you with the support of King Seeds and Cobra Garden. Hello and welcome to Pots and Trowels. Well, in the greenhouse today where I'm going to be sowing some herb seeds in pots, and many herbs we can sow literally all year round. You can be sowing them from the spring right the way through, even in the winter on a windowsill in the house. But this is a great time here. Now we are beginning of July. We're soon going to be getting all the lovely crops in from the garden and the greenhouse. So if you've got some fresh herbs that you can cut to go with them, that's a great accompaniment. And here's some that I sowed. This is coriander, just only a matter of 2-3 weeks ago, just in a small pot. So I do them this way. I'd sooner do small batches on a regular basis than have a glut of them. So these were sown in the pot and they're doing really, really well. And I think once we get them to this stage, for me with coriander, that's the time to sow some more, and then you get that continuity. Some do take a little bit longer to germinate, so you have to be a bit more patient, but they're all really, really easy to grow. So we're going to do some in pots, basil and coriander today. And just as a reminder before we do sow them, remember, as a follower of Pots and Trowels, which you are because you're watching, King Seeds do offer a 10% discount on all seeds, so not just herbs but also flowers and vegetables that you buy online from their website, and the details of the discount code will be shown below. So get your seeds and get sowing. So we're going to start with some basil. And basil is a lovely herb. We love it with tomatoes. It's quite a small seed. This is just the ordinary sort of classic Italian basil. So I want to show you two types because this one is a small seed like that. Not too small that you can't sow it. And that amount is more than enough for this pot here. That's about a 4.5-inch pot, 10-11 centimetres. So I've filled it with my compost, and then literally I'm just going to get a pinch of the seed, and it is black, so it's not easy for Jill to see that with the camera, but I don't want to sow it too thickly. When you buy these little pots in supermarkets, they're all forced on. They are so thick and leggy, and they sow far too many seeds in. So I'm just putting a sprinkle over there. We want these to be able to actually fill out a little bit. So that is more than enough. So I've probably got too much seed in my hand. So we're just going to pop that back into there. And then obviously we can sow some more in a few weeks' time. And then all we need to do is pop that there, is just cover them over with the compost. Now, you can riddle this on if you want, but this is a lovely fine compost. I've added a little bit of perlite to it just to aid the drainage because herbs don't like to sit too wet. And then I'm just going to sprinkle just a little covering over there until the seeds more or less disappear like that. And then we can just level that out, give it a tap, and that is it done. So that's the basil in. The other one I want to do is coriander. Coriander is a much bigger seed. You could almost handle them individually. So again, fill the pot with compost. Just give it a tap down. I've got my little firmer there, but you could use the base of a pot. I just like a level surface to sow on. I don't want it to be all up and down. You can make a much better job if you've got a flat level surface. And this is the coriander that I'm sowing. And you can see this is a variety called Leisure. It's a much bigger seed there. And of course, with the coriander, you can eat not only the leaves, but you can eat the root, you can eat the seeds. All parts of the plant are edible, really wonderful flavour. So again, what I'm going to do is not space them individually, but I'm just going to spread them around on there. If they're in really thick clumps, I can just move them around so I get an even cover. And we want a fair few because this is going to be a herb that we're not going to plant it out. We're going to cut them straight from the pot. So when the leaves and the shoots get to probably 2 or 3 inches and it's really lovely and tasty, then we can go in with the scissors and cut that. So that's probably enough on there. And then again, save that, keep it somewhere cool and it will keep in good condition. And then it's just a case of, again, a little bit more compost on there to the pot. So I've probably got 1 centimetre of compost on there, which will just keep them nice and cozy, and the all-important label, the coriander label. And then we can put them on the bench, give them a drink. And I'm going to tell you a little tip how to stop them drying out on hot days. So I've got them on the sand bed. So there's no heat on the propagator, but we've had some really hot weather, and you know, we can potentially get a lot more through July and August. So we've got the shading in the greenhouse to keep it a little bit cooler. This is a sand bed which we keep damp, which again gives that slight cooling effect. So what I'm going to do is stand them on there and then just give them a water with a fine rose to water them in. Now, herbs hate to be wet and soggy. So after this initial watering, because this compost holds the moisture well, so that's going to soak down. The moisture in there will work its way up as the compost dries out. So I don't really want to be watering these on a regular basis, otherwise there's more chance of rotting off. So just to keep them a little bit cooler while they germinate and to stop evaporation, just use a little bit of garden fleece like this. These seeds don't need light to germinate, so it's not a problem keeping a bit of the light off. But what it does, it just helps to keep them a little bit cooler, stops that moisture evaporating. So it's not for the warmth, it's actually to keep them cooler. And I can keep an eye on them. And even if the top looks like it's just drying out, I know by the feel of the pot that there's probably moisture below. And usually then I wait until we see them germinate before we water again. But just keep your eye on them. If you think they are drying out completely, a little bit more water, but please do not overwater them. They won't thank you for it. So one watering is normally enough. And then we can expect to see both of those within the next week, 10 days germinating, and then obviously we take that cover off to give them maximum light, and we can look forward to fresh herbs later on in the summer. Well, the first tomatoes have just started to ripen, so hopefully the basil won't be too long. Thanks for watching, and remember, all the videos and the podcasts that we've done you can find on YouTube, where of course you can subscribe for free. We'll be back again with you next week, so we'll see you then. Bye.